Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So I'm going to be starting watching the European Champions Cup. So I'm actually going to be supporting Leinster in my Super Brew. I never used to. I used to support Munster before I really got into the competition. But Mark sent me this great jersey, and I said if you send me the jersey, I would support his team going forward. So there we go. That's the team I'm supporting for the Champions Cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my predictions and my scores. It's going to be very low key, guys. I'm only going to get to watch about 4 or 5 games this weekend. Next week, I'll just do my review of those 5 games and just do the scores. But yeah, I just want to keep it low key, quite really down to earth, and because I'm still learning about the European rugby and the European rugby players and stuff like that, getting used to the coaches and things, not the coaches, the refs and the kind of decisions that they make. This is going to be a learning curve. So if I do something wrong, please put it down in the comments, and we can address it. So first game of the weekend on Friday, we got Gloucester. I think Gloucester just qualified from last year against Toulouse. I've put Gloucester to win by 9 points because they're playing at Kingsholm. So I think Gloucester will win that. I'm not sure if they've got all their players back. Franco Mostert and all of that. They might still be on leave from the World Cup. But yeah, I put Gloucester to win by 9. Next game of the weekend, we've got Bath versus Ulster. So what I did is I picked all these scores, and then I started to think about it, but I just quickly went through it, just so I can start learning the various teams. But I've put Bath to win by 6 points. I'm not sure if Ulster's the best of the Irish sides, but I don't think they're as good as Munster or Leinster. So yeah, but I like Bath, even though I think they're last in the Premiership at the moment. I've still gone for Bath to win by 6. Next game we got Glasgow Warriors versus Sale Sharks. I've put Sale Sharks to win by 4. But even now they're travelling away to Glasgow, maybe I should have thought of that a little bit differently. But I like Faf de Klerk, and I think with the Dupuis twins, the Curry twins, Louis Diok is going to be there shortly. It's not there for a while. But Ruan Janssen van Rensburg in the midfield, that's a really, really powerful. He does play for them. It's a really powerful midfield. It's powerful across the thing. So I've got a feeling Sale Sharks are going to do really well this year. So I put Sale Sharks to win by 4. Next game we've got Leinster versus Benetton. I'm not sure if Leinster have all their players back. I put Leinster to win by 6. I think it could be a lot higher than that. Probably about 15 points. But yeah, I've put Leinster by 6 just because it's the first game of the championship, and yeah, I just wanted to basically see what was going on. Next game we've got La Rochelle versus Exeter. I've always liked Exeter. I like the way that they play and the way that they do things. So I've put Exeter to win by 6. I think they play quite forward-dominated kind of rugby, and I still, even though they're travelling away, I still see Exeter doing really, really well for this in this competition. Next, we've got Ospreys versus Munster. I've put Munster to win by 9. There's some really big players going across to Munster now. I think Damon Delende, his name on. So they're getting some real heavyweight players coming through. So I see Munster doing extremely well this year, even though they're going to go play the Ospreys. I think the Ospreys are from Wales. But yeah, I've put Munster to win that game by 9. Next game, we've got Claremont versus Harlequins. I'm sure Harlequins have got most of their players back. I'm sure they do. They must have most of the English players back. But I've put Harlequins to win by 6. You can see it's quite bad. I've actually put almost no French side to win, which is probably not a good thing. But yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to see them. I've only really seen Pro 14 and Premiership games this year. Next game we've got Northampton Saints versus Lyon. This is the only time I've put Lyon to win by 5. I don't know why. Northampton, I think the Saints have been doing quite well this year. So, like I said, I did this quite a while ago because I had loads. I had Pro 14, I had Rugby World Cup, and so I was just picking, and I went quickly through it without really thinking. And then we've got Connacht versus Montpellier. I've put Montpellier to win by 6. Montpellier have some of my favourite players that play. Who is the midfield guy? Jan Serfontein, I think is probably one of the best centres in the world. Pity he can't play for the Box at the moment, but yeah, I've put Montpellier to win by 6. In the last game of the weekend, we've got Racing versus Saracens. I did see talk that because obviously Saracens are going to move heaven and earth, not be relegated in the Premiership, that they might obviously focus all their attention on the Premiership and put a second-rate side into the European Championship so they don't get relegated. Because they've got to make up those 35 points through the whole season. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Saracens. They're talking about that they might be fined if they're going to be sending second string squad. But I've still put Saracens to win by 4. I still think they've got a great team and they've got great depth. They pay a lot more than everybody else, but they've got great depth. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 games this weekend. Like I said, I only get to watch 5 of them, and I think 1 tomorrow, 2 the next day, and 2 the next day. So I only really get to talk about it on probably Tuesday next week. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's completely new to me. I did start watching it last year, and then Super Rugby started early, and yeah, but I'm really going to try to follow this competition right from the start to the end, and then really get into the European Champions this year. Listen, guys, have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Chat soon. Bye.